Let's look at graphing in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is the equation y equals mx plus b. The m stands for slope. We are going to be thinking about our slope in terms of rise over run. And the b is our y-intercept. It is called slope-intercept form because when we look at it, we see the slope and the y-intercept for the line. In example number 1, we have y equals 2/3 x plus 4. So the first thing we're going to do is mark our y-intercept. In this case, it is a positive 4. So we will go to positive 4 on the y-axis. Our slope is the coefficient of x, and we are going to use that next. In this case, our slope is 2/3. Thinking about slope as rise over run, we see that from our y-intercept of 4, we need to rise 2 and run 3. So from 4, we're going to go up 1, 2, and to the right 1, 2, 3. If we do that again, up 1, 2, and over 1, 2, 3. After we have a few points, we can draw our line. Example number 2 is similar. We have the equation y equals negative 1/4 x plus 1. Our y-intercept is the constant, in this case a positive 1, so we mark positive 1 on the y-axis. Our slope is the coefficient of x, in this case negative 1/4. Again, thinking about slope as rise over run, we see that our rise is negative 1 and our run is 4. So from our y-intercept of positive 1, we are going to have to go down 1 and to the right 4. So down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that's down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. And after we have a few points, we can draw our line. Notice that in number 1, our line was increasing, or going up from left to right, and our slope was positive. Anytime you have a positive slope, your line will always be increasing or going up. Number 2, we had a slope that was negative, and this creates a line that will be decreasing. Anytime you have a negative slope, your line will be decreasing. Sometimes when you go to graph an equation, it will not be in slope-intercept form, it will be in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Simply put, your x and your y terms are on the same side and they're equal to a constant. What we are going to do when we have an equation in standard form is we are going to change it to slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And then we can use our y-intercept and our slope to graph our line. All we have to do is isolate our y value. In example number 1, we have 2x plus 5y equals 10. So to solve for our y value, the first thing we will do is subtract 2x from both sides, and we get 5y is equal to negative 2x plus 10. And then to get rid of the coefficient of y, we will divide each term by 5. And we get y equals negative 2/5 x plus 2. Now we have it in slope-intercept form. So we can use our y-intercept, in this case a 2. Mark that on the y-axis. And then our slope is negative 2/5. Again, thinking about slope as rise over run, we see that from our point 2, we need to go down 2 and to the right 5. So that would be down 1, 2, and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we have 2 points, we can draw our line. Notice that the line is decreasing or going down, and that our slope is also negative. In example number 2, we have the equation 3x minus 2y equals 6. So to get this equation in slope-intercept form, we're going to start by subtracting 3x to both sides, and that will give us negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. And now to get y by itself, we will divide each term by the coefficient, which is negative 2. And we will be left with y equals positive 3 halves x minus 3. The slope becomes 3 halves because we have 2 negatives, and whenever you divide 2 negatives, your answer is a positive. And our y-intercept is negative 3 because we have a positive 6 divided by a negative 2. So to graph this line for this equation, we're going to use our y-intercept, which is negative 3. So we're going to start by going down 1, 2, 3, and marking negative 3 on the y-axis. And then our slope is a positive 3 halves. Again, thinking of slope as rise over run, we see that we need to go up 3 and to the right 2. So that would be up 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1, 2. If we wanted to do that again, up 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1, 2. Once we have our points, we can draw our line. Notice that this line is increasing and our slope is positive. So to recap, if the original equation is not in slope-intercept form and you are asked to graph the line of that equation, simply use inverse operations to solve for y, and that will put it in slope-intercept form.